Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Good Game Nights. We are here. We are, one rotation of the Tuesday crew. Again, we are short of Z, and so we are here playing Monster Camp. Yeah, let's see. Well, what order to do things in? We'll just do the channel stuff first. You just saw the intro video, which tells you what we do on the channel, mostly tabletop role-playing games. Normally, we would be playing Masks, but we are short a party member, and as we are nearing the end of that story, we'd really like to have everyone present to wrap things up there. But other things you saw, let's see. If you're watching live here on Twitch, our schedule is beneath our faces, but it's also pinned to our various social medias. So you should follow us on Twitter and come join our Discord and all that good stuff so you know what we are doing when. But things like Dungeons and Dragons on Monday, Masks or Stars Without Number on Tuesdays, Monster of the Week on Thursdays, the Dragon Age RPG on Fridays, and Parslings on Saturdays. Sometimes we do either replacement streams like this, or bonus streams, or, all sorts of one-shots. And we've got everything we have ever done in our whole lives. No, just everything we've ever done on the channel up on our YouTube. If you want to catch up on any of our campaigns, or if you miss a stream and just want to see what we've been doing. I think that's it for GGK stuff. Let's go around and say who we are, and where people can find you on the internet. We'll go top to bottom. We'll start with David.
All right. I'm David. Internet-wise, you can find me here on Tuesday nights. And either playing in Alex's game or running Stars Without Numbers.
Yeah. LB.
I don't have a hotkey for Discord. Hello, I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on the Twitters and the Twitches. I normally stream there Fridays, Sundays, and Lauren streams on Thursdays. And then I'm here on Tuesdays and on Indoor Adventures on Mondays. That's me.
Do you still have your Thursday game?
Yeah. Sorry, that's new. Thursdays on Nerd Immersion on YouTube.
Yep. I'm Alex. I'm OMG at Some Guy on the Internet, mostly here Tuesdays and Thursdays, and LB's channel Sunday nights for the shenanigans over there. And last but not least, Danae.
Hey everybody, I'm Wings, also known as Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com. You can also find me at Danae Keener on Twitter. I've got a pinned tweet there. You can go and check out my schedule and find out all the places that I'm streaming a game and stuff.
Yeah. And so tonight, instead of the Masks game that we would usually be doing, we will instead be doing Monster Camp. Because let me move our cameras a little bit. As you can see, Monster Prom 3, Monster Roadtrip is coming out soon. And by that, I mean this Friday. And so, pretty much everyone here on the channel is a big fan of these games, and we're excited for that one. It's not out yet, but we figured we'd do this to, build up a little bit of excitement for it. So we will go ahead and get started. If you've never seen these games before, they are dating sim style visual novels, but absurd and wacky. For tonight, I am just going to be narrating, so we will just be doing a 3-player game rather than 4 players. We'll do a short game. It says 70 minutes. That is a lie, because we read everything out loud, and so it's a lot more fun, but it takes a lot longer. Okay, Camp Spooky, the stage of some of our dearest summers. Back then we were young and unafraid. With school far away, everything seemed possible as the sun embraced us on our way to camp. Summer has that distinct power, doesn't it? You live for the days, while the nights inebriate you with possibilities. It's like life could take a turn at every corner. And for us, it did. All right, who would like to be player 1?
I'll do it.
All right, who do you want to be?
Could I be? What are all my options?
So-
Show me all of them.
So these
just
are
go through
the
'em. I saw
standard
those.
4. Yep.
Just show me the pictures. Okay, I'll be her. The far left with the hearts.
Ah, yes. So this is, I believe, Asmodeus, a bonus character from, or Modius from Helltaker, which is a fun free puzzle game.
Oh, cute.
LB. Assuming.
That's me.
Yep. And her pronouns still good?
That's me.
All right. Okay, so now you get to pick your bag. You've got a recorder, magma trekking boots, build your own golem, spork, pinata pool toy, business anal paste, a coral comb, spooky campfire stories, and Scott snacks.
I'll do Scott Snacks, the spooky campfire stories, and build your own golem.
All right. Okay, you got a decent spread of stats. All right, who's player 2?
Okay.
All right, David. Who you want to
There's something you gotta know about me. I always go last.
be?
Okay. I will do my traditional slime guy.
Yes.
There we go.
All right. David. And he, him pronouns.
Yes, please.
All right. You've got a lemonade dakimakura, or a lemonade body pillow, dragon heat, book of orgy etiquette, penguin mask, hellfire portable barbecue, griffin pasta, Pokemon trading card game, sleeping beauty bag, and the sword of R, king of the lions.
All right. I want that sword.
All right.
Yeah. And then the orgy etiquette, probably. That seems
Good thing to
appropriate.
bring to camp.
Yep. Someone needs one.
Yeah.
And the Pokemans
All right.
cards.
All right, Wings. Who you want to be?
I want to be blue. Give me the alternate on blue. Who's that? Oh no, she a cutie. Yeah, let's do this one.
All right. And Wings.
Yeah, wings works.
And she, her.
Yes.
All right, you've got Dragon Heat, Pinata Pool Toy, Coral Comb, Pocket Therapist, Flashback Light, Griffin Pasta, the Lemonade Body Pillow, Blade, and the Smallest Violin.
Oh no, they're all so good. I need that pocket therapist
Don't we all?
for sure. I want Dragon Heat. Yeah, and the smallest violin for my pocket
Alright.
therapist.
Appropriate.
So you can play the violin whenever I'm sad.
Yep. One might say that the Monster Prom had hardened us on the highs and lows of love. But no, in love we're always absolute beginners. And summer camp was no different. No one talked about it, but the idea of a summer love loomed over our heads. Do we need to go through the introduction of the love interests? We got 6 hotties, you got Goth GF, you got Gamer Girl, you got Robot, you got Buff Lady, you got Asshole Demon, and you got Reaper Influencer. The bus trip was long, and all of summer could be shaped by the first step well taken. So it was clear it all came down to breaking the ice and causing a good impression with the right person. Alright, LB, what is your favorite hobby? We got crimes, we got being popular, we got efficient farming, we got saving the world, we got very anime workouts, and raising succulents.
Oh, so I'm wearing this shirt that's gotta be go beyond plus ultra. But I think that for me, my favorite hobby is being popular.
All right. David, what about you?
Okay. This list, I'm going with crimes.
Excellent.
Efficient farming for me.
I see you playing Factorio on Steam.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. Ooh, so who's gonna voice Milo? Who uses they, them pronouns? All right, go for it, David.
Popularity is such a fun hobby, LB. I highly recommend it to anyone who is popularity challenged. The skills are simple and fun to cultivate. Just be likable, a force of good in the world, and socialize with others. I mean, of course it doesn't hurt to have a viral social media following and a face that loves the camera. But I think we could turn you into a popularity sensation yet, LB.
Ooh. Okay, so normally LB voices them, but that means Wings is gonna be voicing her own interest.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I gotta be Damien.
yeah. I made tea just in case, but if I don't have to do it,
Fuck yeah. Crimes are Satan's perfect pastime. Anytime I'm bored, I just vandalize a gas station. It really takes the edge off. I can't wait to see all the wilderness crimes I'm gonna get up to at camp. I'm gonna carve Damien rules on so many historical trees.
With any luck, you two will soon be carving Damien plus David forever instead. Ooh, and Wings and Arabi. You're muted, LB.
I'm used to hitting 0.
Yep.
That's awesome, Wings. Efficient farming is one of my favorite hobbies too. As a full-time warrior and evil monster slayer, I don't have time for farming efficiency. Any time wasted is time an enemy spends looting my gold and laughing in my face.
And I guess I'll be Hex. Me, I'll farm in.
Gold.
Go for it.
Okay. Me? I'll farm inefficiently all day long. Who needs farming when you can get bagels for $5 at Walmart anyway? Don't mind Hex. They don't understand people like us, Wings. At least I'll have you to talk to when I get to camp.
We only had 2 weeks left to woo our crushes and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Okay. So LB is going for... I've already forgotten. Who'd you get?
Damien,
I got Milo. No, I got
Milo,
Milo.
right.
Oh god, I've already gotten them mixed up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so bad at Monster Camp.
Yeah. So the folks at home cannot see our stats. Let me move the camera over, and I'll shift our cameras around as needed. But so these are the stats. LB's got 5 smarts, 4 bold, 6 creativity, 3 charm, and 6 fun. David's got 6 smart, 6 bold, 3 creativity, 4 charm, and 5 fun. And Wings has 7 smarts, 3 boldness, 7 creativity, 3 charm, and 4 fun.
All
So
right.
what's the best approach here? Do you want to diversify or do you want to
You want to
specialize?
specialize in what your
Yeah.
interest prefers.
Mhm.
Which
Oh my God.
for you
what is
actually
Arabi
want you want rounded stats for Arabi.
Okay. Oh god.
David's gonna want boldness, and I forget what Milo wants.
That's what I'm looking up right now. I don't want the fandom wiki. That's the bad one. Okay. I want charm and creativity.
Which you've got creativity, so we
Ooh,
should get you
I
some
need charm, please.
All right. And we also usually play with, we are trying to make everyone win. You can obviously play this game much more competitively and screw each other over. But, alright, so I believe that means we want you to go to the Camp Dome.
Mm-hmm.
Today you're playing the most dangerous Camp Dome game of all, Charm Wars. The rules are simple. You must gain charm by the end of the round or you will die instantly. LB, you better earn some charm quick. Like, in the next 10 seconds or you're gonna fucking die. Holy shit, earn some charm already. Oh, okay, thank God. You just earned +2 charm. That was way too close. And yeah, like everyone does a good Damien voice. Okay, let me adjust our cameras a little bit. It's covering a bit too much. Okay. Alright. Later, you and Milo are sitting around making small talk about what happens to us after we die. When? Oh, we got Scott in the mix.
Fuck Damien. That's all I have to say. Scott's here.
Yeah. Hey bros, what are you two talking about? Something super fun, I bet, and nothing that'll shatter my worldview.
Right, of course. Hey, Scott, is it okay if I ask a favor of you?
Totally, bro. What else are bros for besides doing nice things for other bros?
Yes, super. Listen, would you be hurt if I asked you to stop calling me bro?
Wait, but why? It's a compliment, dude. We're bros. I call you that because I like you.
Right. And I know you mean nothing by it, which is why I haven't said anything sooner, but bro and dude are gender terms, you see. And I don't identify with a binary gender. So when you call me bro or dude, or even my guy, I feel like I'm not being seen for who I really am, you know?
Okay, sure. I get the whole no gender thing, I think. Like, sports don't have a gender. Or my pet rock Alex, last time I asked. But I call everybody bro. Even my friends who are girls, like Polly and Dahlia. I'm not trying to be mean.
I know, and if Polly and Dahlia are okay with being called bro, that's great. But for me... Well, let's just say that I find gender to be a prison and I've already broken free of my cage. Anytime someone else genders me, it sort of feels like I'm back in that cage.
Oh man, I hate being in cages. I have to go into one every time I turn into a werewolf so I don't eat anyone or hump the furniture or whatever, and it's super boring.
Of course it is! So imagine feeling like that, but every single day of your life, whenever people call you sir or dude or Mr. Belladonna, it gets really old.
Yeah, I get it. I promise to never call you bro again, bro. Oh, oops. I'm sorry, I'm just so used to it. I promise I'll try harder.
Don't feel sorry, darling. What matters is that you're putting the effort in, not that you occasionally mess up. There are so many people who wouldn't even bother to try.
Wait, you mean there are people who would intentionally make their friends uncomfortable despite their wishes? What's up with that?
I wish I knew, my dude. I wish I knew. Anyway, I know old habits die hard. Maybe there's another friendly nickname you could address me with that isn't so gendered. Would that make things easier for you?
Totally. Thanks, Milo. This will help a lot. What should I call you from now on? Hey, wait. Why is Scott the only one who gets to be an ally? You want to be supportive too? What's a non-gender specific nickname that Scott could give to Milo? Cannot debro a bro in one day. Baby steps. Let Scott kind of still say his fave word and call Milo his non-bronary friend. Or your grace.
I think I'm going to do your grace.
Okay. So charming.
Oh, I love that. Your Grace, Milo Belladonna. It's so classy, so elegant, so me. I'm posting my new title on my feed straight away.
Milo posts a batch of 16 selfies captioned gender, I hardly knew her. Hashtag your grace. The post goes so viral, Milo was awarded an actual dukedom. It's pretty cool that you're royalty now, your grace. That means I have 3 friends who are part of a monarchy. You all should make a club.
Oh no, darling. I'm not really royalty. I'm just a humble influencer with a paltry royal title whose millions of devoted followers would jump off a bridge if I told them it was in season. Wait a second, that's exactly what royalty is, isn't it?
Yes, I love answering rhetorical questions.
Oh no, I've grown too powerful. This name creates a power imbalance that I cannot condone. No one influencer should control so much influence. Everyone should be equal.
Good call. So does that mean you're gonna redistribute your power amongst your followers until everyone is truly equal?
No, that would prevent me from spreading my beautiful message of equality. I'll just use my incredibly huge platform to promote humility and egalitarianism instead.
And that's just what they do. The next 12 selfies Milo posts are captioned, "Relax, I'm just like you, #stay humble." It's a huge hit. I love how humble Milo is. It makes me even more convinced that they are utterly perfect with no flaws, says one commenter. One time I saw a picture of Milo eating cheese. I eat cheese too. They're like so normal, says another.
The seeds of my modesty garden have been sown and are blossoming beautifully. Thank you, LB, for bringing me and my followers on this emotional journey.
Wait, now I'm confused again. Do you still want me to call you your Grace, Milo?
No, Scott, my dear, sweet boy. From now on, simply call me your humbleness.
Milo puts their hand on Scott's shoulder and gazes off into the distance in a very humble way. It immediately fills you with +2 boldness and +1 charm. Your sets are almost all at 6 now. Alright, David, you need boldness for Damien.
Alright. What is that, the haunted house one?
Yeah, though I am looking, at some point, Wings is gonna need some boldness as well, I think. But, I don't know, up to y'all how you want to play this.
I'll just grab charm this time around.
You can't, because LB already went there.
Curses!
Okay. Is there a secondary stat I need?
Do you want me to actually look?
Yes, please.
Okay. And you're doing Damien?
Mm-hmm.
Fun!
Okay, yeah, give me to a fun one.
Alright,
What's
that
that?
is the lake.
Alright.
Where Noodles is attacked by the seagulls. You want to go swimming, but it seems like the god of the lake is in a bit of a mood today. It demands an offering before you can get in the water. The only thing you have to give is your favorite yo-yo, which you were playing with on the way here. The god of the lake accepts your humble gift, and is actually kind of relieved you didn't leave something boring like a dead fish or the soul of a mortal. So in addition to gaining access to the lake, the god blesses you with +2 fun. Yay! Another day at Camp Spooky, another spooky adventure. Today you're all about that water sports life, but the actual kind.
Oh man, I can't wait to get in those lake shallows for some sweet waterboarding.
You ask if perhaps he means surfing or even boogie boarding.
I said what I meant and I meant what I said. Now just find my shackles. Pass me my bag, will you? Ugh, it's so hard to find things in here. Hiking boots, reflective jacket for night murders, extra underwear, bazooka, sunglasses for day murders. Club, large club, huge club. Wait, I didn't pack this! Ugh, my dads must have snuck this in. They're so worried about me. They act like I don't know anything. Also, what the fuck is this thing?
Tell him that it's a cheese grater, because it's a cheese grater.
Cheese grater? Nah, that doesn't make sense. Why would you grate something that's already grated? My dads are super smart and cool, so if they put it in my bag, it must be for a good reason. Maybe it's for bludgeoning a specific type of monster, similar to a bugbear bludgeoner or a kappa bludgeoner. It could be for zombies, or jinn, or Frankenstein's monsters, or the embodiment of fear itself. I should hit people in the head until I figure out who it's supposed to bludgeon.
Oh no. Maybe you should suggest an alternate use for the cheese grater that isn't bludgeoning you, but also isn't grating cheese? It's a very aggressive back scratcher to get to those pesky itchy spots on your back that are hard to reach. or it's abstract modern art for use in case of an abstract modern art emergency.
What, I'm guessing the top one is smarts? Does that seem right?
Possibly. I would imagine the bottom one is creativity, which is your worst stat.
Yeah. Go top one.
So bold.
Oh,
Oh,
bull.
shit,
Okay.
really? The mosquitoes here have been eating me alive, literally. I saw them get some tiny knives and forks out. I fucking hate mosquitoes, and I hate not being able to scratch my back. Thank goodness my dads were looking out for me.
Damien takes the cheese grater and begins using it as a back scratcher.
Oh, yeah, this feels amazing. The itch is so satisfied, and now I'm bleeding everywhere. Thank fuck, I had way too much blood in my body, and that's why the mosquitoes were always after me. Now that some of the blood has been removed, I'll be less of a target, and the mosquitoes can drink out of the open wounds, so I won't even have to deal with their itchy bites.
The sound of Boo Paul's classic bop, Call Me Monster, fills the air. It's Damien's ringtone.
Could you grab that? My hands are full with this back scratcher, and also the flakes of my skin and my blood.
You answer the phone on speaker, and the two of you are immediately greeted by the warm voices of the King and other King of Hell. Hi, sweetheart, says the King of Hell. We're on a break from shoving spiders down people's throats and thought we'd check in on you. We wanted to make sure you saw the surprise we put in your bag, he continues. It's your very own cheese grater. We know how much you love grated cheese on your pasta, says the other King of Hell. So we wanted to make sure you can have it even if the camp chef is incompetent, in which case we can also come rip his eyelids off, my darling.
Wait, David was right? It is a cheese grater? But cheese is born grated!
Oh no, says the other King of Hell. We grate buckets of cheese each week just for you, our favorite son. We also packed you a hunk of Padano, your favorite.
Oh, huh. Well, thanks, Dads. Question. Do we think the cheese grater might also double as an extremely metal back scratcher?
No, says the King of Hell. Please do not scratch your back with the cheese grater. We have to go replace everyone's teeth with harmonicas now, but have a wonderful time at Camp Spooky and enjoy grating cheese and waterboarding.
Whoa, that was crazy. Who knew that cheese didn't start out grated? Certainly not us. I'm glad you gave me such a cool fucking use for it before we knew the truth. Now, go get me a bucket of water.
You're a little concerned Damien is going to waterboard you, but it turns out he just wants to make pasta. The two of you enjoy a delicious pasta with grated Padano. You gain +2 charm, +1 fun, and +1 tummy full of pasta, the best trade of all. Alright, let's get you some boldness, I think.
Hell yeah.
As you're searching the haunted manor, you come across an enchanted doll that promises to grant all your wishes. Cool, you take it. It possesses you, of course. Turns out the spirit that was inside it is exactly like you in every way, so nobody notices the difference. The only difference is that this spirit is a little bit bolder than you, so you basically gain +2 boldness. Later, you're searching for the manor's most elusive ephemeral being of all, a working cell phone signal. But instead you find Aravi and Damien playing poker with some haunted tarot cards.
Ha! Royal flush. Hand that immortal soul over, baby.
Whatever. I never said I was giving you my immortal soul. I traded a hobgoblin 10 rupees for this thing. So joke's on you. You have no control over my... Oh, he was gonna drink it. Nice. I was in a soul snacking phase before I discovered my one true love. That's everything bagel.
Ugh, this sucks. Hey, Wings. Have any souls you want to give me so I can get drunk and forget about how tired and bored I am?
These two took a bet for joy. These two took a bet from Joy that they couldn't stay awake in the haunted manor for 24 hours. Clearly, she thought Davy and I were a greater challenge after we competed to see who could survive multiple stab wounds the longest.
But it's so lame in here, it's impossible to stay awake. The discordant screaming of the damned spirits sounds exactly like the lullabies my dad's used to sing to me as a kid.
Yeah, and the bloodthirsty voice in my head, repeatedly whispering, "Kill your father," are starting to give me ASMR. I tried changing it up. I tried chatting up the cursed paintings on the wall, but all they ever talk about is what they did to deserve being imprisoned in an oil-on canvas for eternity. Yawn.
Hey, Wings, why don't you help us not keel over? Either entertain me with your antics or by letting me burn off your eyebrows.
It's always nice to be needed. What can you do to keep these sexy idiots from nodding off? Discuss the most current injustices and problematic situations so you can all stay woke. Or binge all 32 Shrek movies in one night.
Now these are based off of stats, right?
Correct.
Oh no. I think that the top one's gonna be best for smarts.
Probably, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Love it. I'm down. What are we discussing? The execution penalty? The importance of giving your healers as much praise as your DPS?
The way formative masculinity punishes traditionally feminine interests and makes it difficult for a supposed tough guy to pursue beauty and fashion.
That's oddly specific.
I mean, fire, arson. Let's talk about arson riots.
How about none of the above? You propose a topic complex enough to keep you woke for hours, damaging stereotypes in the Slender Man community.
Yeah, I get you. Like, why do all the Slendermen have to be slender? Where's the love for the Slendermen who have a little extra chub on their freakishly long arms? And why are they called Slender Men? Not only as that sexist, but it completely degrades the complexity of the gender spectrum.
Why is language so gendered anyway? Must we all be human or slender man or even D-man?
I don't think you know how to spell demon, but I see your point. Not to mention the harmful racist stereotypes Slendermen get on the daily basis. Preach! Everyone assumes they're dangerous based on their height and the lifeless pallor of their pallor of their skin. Like me. Take Mr. Slenderman, for example. He lost his job at Spooky High last year because some jackass photoshopped him in the background of his kids' photos.
That's fucked up. Nobody thought to fact check the photos? Why do cops always assume that just because someone's a slender man, they're automatically causing harm? Holy shit, you guys. I'm like wide awake now. I don't even care about the bet anymore. I guess I never gave this topic the critical thought it deserved. It's actually really interesting, and a great way to stay awake.
Well, duh. Everyone knows that social politics and controversial opinions were invented to keep people awake during haunted house stakeouts.
This very enlightening discussion successfully keeps you all awake through the night, which means you win +1 bet, forcing Joy to award you +2 creativity and +1 smarts. Alright, let's trade places! Ooh, everybody choose a food and say your choice out loud to the other players before we continue.
Grilled cheese.
Pasta.
Popcorn with garlic.
Alright. Player orders decided based on which food you would choose to have in monstrous quantities in this survival scenario.
In a survival scenario?
In a survival scenario.
Yeah.
Grilled
I
cheese
mean-
has the most diverse nutritional profile.
Yeah.
But pasta, I feel like, would keep you going for longer.
Yeah, so
Plus-
many carbs.
If it's not cooked, then it would last longer.
Hmm.
I feel like garlic popcorn, if it's not cooked, again, would be. I feel like grilled cheese would be the least likely to survive any amount of time in a monstrous quantity.
Popcorn wouldn't be great in a survival scenario at all.
Oh, right. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
So, say pasta, popcorn, grilled cheese.
I'm saying I'm going pasta first, and then
Yeah,
grilled cheese,
definitely
and then
pasta.
popcorn.
I guess that's true. It depends on the scenario.
Yeah. Okay, so definitely pasta.
hmm
Um,
David,
that-
do you have an opinion on the grilled cheese popcorn scenario?
I mean, if it's the only thing you can eat, I feel like the grilled cheese is gonna keep you going longer than the popcorn.
I think so too.
But I guess it's just to have in monstrous quantities.
hmm
Yeah, I think I'm
Well-
still going grilled cheese. The assumption is you have the ability to like make it or something, right? Like
yeah, I guess
store
that's
it.
true. Oh, baby girl.
Abaddon
I
cuddle
mean, if
time.
they're all just sitting in a crate somewhere, I can see the argument for otherwise.
She's been cuddly all day. It's because it's a little cooler out now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she doesn't want me to put her down. Oh,
Warm me, human.
Okay. All right. So round 2. Okay.
oh, baby girl.
I mean, no one. Well, Do we confirm that Aravi does want the rounded stats?
No, Aravi wants. Sorry. Aravi's preference involves having a balanced stat load, making sure that even your lowest stats are solid to get her regular ending.
Okay. So yeah, it does want everything to be about the same.
Yeah.
We've switched up now, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're still first, David.
Okay.
Oh, baby girl.
And I already forgot. I wanted fun
and
and
boldness,
boldness.
which
No. Oh, yeah.
for Damien. And so you could probably go boldness this time because Wings has 2 stats that are lower than that to get up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sure. I'll get my boldness in.
Love the book, Advanced Demon Summoning 3. That day in the haunted manor, you accidentally stumble upon a cult meeting in the hallway. The cultists are wearing terrifying black robes, standing over a bloodied body and chanting. You try to flee, but one of them shoves a flyer in your hand. The ink burns your eyes to read, but you manage to find the words, "New recruits get healthcare benefits with same-day sign-up." What? Sold! You gain a bunch of new cultist buddies, and your new insurance covers spontaneous +2 boldness growths. Cool! You and Damien are lounging together, having a surprisingly chill time reading comic books.
This is gonna sound crazy, but can you pass me that one that doesn't have someone putting his fist through someone else on the cover?
Wait, what's that now? You're going to read actual words that might describe something other than punching? Ha!
What? No, who said that? I was just asking for someone. I was just asking for the one without someone punching so that I could eat it, obviously.
Uh-huh, right. What did I say, Dahlia? I told you he's getting soft.
David, do you want to do Dahlia or should I?
You Dahlia, I guess. But not so soft that you won't still come sand strangling and ocean kicking with us tonight, right? My biceps are ready to choke that sand right out, and I got special boots made with spikes on the bottom, and and the sides and the top, so I can really show those waves who's boss.
Well, that does sound great, but
But
speaking of the ocean, I was actually going to watch this documentary on dolphins tonight. I'm making popcorn and baking dolphin-shaped cookies, so if you want to join...
wow, you've changed, Damien. No wonder the wildfire hasn't appeared to you yet.
Ooh, we're going down the wildfire path.
Uh-huh.
What? What do you mean?
I know you've been on the hunt for the elusive wildfire, and I know it's thus far eluded you. And I also know why. The wildfire only appears to those who are badass enough to be worthy of its unbridled glory and untamed majesty.
It's true. I was just in the woods one day playing with matches, and suddenly, out of nowhere, the wildfire just appeared. It was one of the most magical moments of my life. There's nothing like seeing a wildfire out in its natural habitat.
Too bad you'll never see it. Face it, Damien. You're just not metal anymore.
Not metal? Not metal? I'll show them who's not metal, or I'll show them who is metal. It's me. I'm still metal. Now to prove it by becoming worthy of the wildfire. But how?
Perform the sickest skateboard trick, escaping from a tank of water while chained and on a skateboard. Or write a poem, but a poem that's very metal.
My guess would be that the bottom one's creativity, right?
Probably.
And yeah, I'm gonna go with the top again. I feel like that's probably boldness.
Fun.
Oh, fun. Either way.
Aw, hell yeah, that's all kinds of metal. The chains are gonna be metal. The top of the water tank will be metal, I guess. The wheels of the skateboard are those metal? Who cares? Point is, lots of metal, and I'll be the metalist of all. In fact, let's find even more metal. I'm gonna have a tuning fork in each hand when you chain me. No, wait, a tuning fork in one hand and a regular fork in the other hand. I think there's a metal suit of armor in the haunted manor. I could wear that too.
You managed to convince Damien not to put on a heavy suit of armor before you lock him into a tank full of water, which is good, because you can't smooch him if he drowns. I mean, you could, but... I guess you could, but you're not really into that, so it's better if he survives. Find a water tank, put a skateboard at the bottom, chain Damien up, and then throw him in so that he sinks onto the skateboard. But because he is, as he claims, super metal, it doesn't take Damien long at all to break out of the water tank with a sick-ass flip. He skateboards down the side of the water tank doing a one-armed handstand on the board. He does a double somersault in the air, hitting the tuning fork with the regular fork to create a beautiful and magical pitch as he lands right side up on the skateboard.
Fuck! Fucking yeah! Wildfire, come at me, bro!
Silly Damien, you can't call the wildfire. It appears to you when you're worthy, which you are not.
Yes, I am! I just did the sickest, most metalist skateboard trick ever!
I mean, I didn't see it.
If a demon does a sick-ass kickflip in the woods, but nobody's there to see it, was it still metal as fuck?
Obviously, yes!
What? Is it because I'm doing Gwen's voice that you're being so needy? Obviously not. Or the wildfire would have appeared.
David saw it! Ask him!
Oh, Damien. We all know David is a thirsty bitch who would say anything to get attention from you.
Dahlia's right. You are a thirsty bitch, David. But you're a thirsty bitch who helped me out today, and I appreciate it. Let's try again sometime soon. I know next time we can get that wildfire to show itself for real.
You're not sure that the mystical wildfire actually works, but hey, if Damien wants to hang with you more, you're not going to stop him. You gain +2 farm, and +2 fun, and +1 charm. Alright. LB.
LB, that's me. I need creativity and charm. Do you need creativity?
No, that is Wings' highest stat.
I'll do creativity then.
Okay, which is...
Thinking bottom
purple.
left, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, look at her!
Cooking meth at camp, okay. That day, there's this guest speaker at the Monster Scouts HQ. She's a were-eagle monster scout here to tell you all about advancing through the levels. Her speech is surprisingly interesting. She started out at Camp Spooky just like you and worked super hard to earn every single badge. She also hints at some possible foul play, including her murdering a higher level scout and wearing her skin as a disguise in order to advance through the ranks. Sure is inspiring. You're too busy flirting with your friends to dedicate that kind of time to Monster Scouts, but still, her speech instills you with +2 creativity. Coach, yes! Afterwards, you get yourself trapped in one of Coach's famous lectures about the dangers of wild animals. And this dangerous invasive species continues to roam the woods, abandoned by their dark masters, purposeless. They're a plague on the natural wildlife.
I'll do this guy. But I am confused, friend Coach. Do these creatures really deserve such torment? All they did was invent the former Google Plus platform. Surely that is not grounds for...
Gasp. Google Plus? Oh wait, I'm doing the wrong voice. Gasp. Google Plus? Is that what you've been talking about while I ignore everyone in livestream? The psychopaths behind that global tragedy are here?
I do not understand how a social media platform could be synonymous with the word tragedy.
No, Calculester. Darling, are you too innocent and naive to understand? Google Plus was a festering boil on the smooth, perfect skin of social media. It was completely unusable. And yet it was everywhere. YouTube, Google accounts, in your backyard, knocking on your windows, asking when you'd finally post a status.
And now its former developers have been loosed into our woods instead of being properly rehomed in other failing companies. They've completely disrupted the local ecosystems, littering their electric scooters everywhere and offering a crowdsourced alternative to birds.
But birds already exist. Why would anyone want to crowdfund a product to fill a hole in the market that doesn't exist?
Don't you get it? The Google Plus we're talking about. This is Google Plus we're talking about. They made their careers on filling holes in markets that don't exist.
I feel sorry for anyone who's playing this and didn't experience the Google Plus era. This epidemic must be quelled and the Google Plus developers captured. Otherwise...
They might start Google Plus again. I can't go back to those dark days.
That's why us four gotta capture them. With your combined efforts and my brilliant leadership, we should have this problem fixed before the fat lady can scream for help. Now let's see. All we need to do is slide into their DMs. That stands for Dirt Mansions, which is where they've been living.
That actually isn't what it stands for.
And then we photobomb them until they're too weak to fight back. Then we can relocate them to our thirst trap. We can find lots of those on Channing Tatum's Instagram. Okay, clearly Coach is worse than useless in this situation. Do you have any ideas on how to round up this invasive species before they roll out another convoluted like system?
God damn it. Fucking Coach. Okay.
Yeah. Stand under this huge net and shout, does anyone have an idea for an app, the perfect lure, or open a new Asian fusion restaurant, but the floor is just a bunch of leaves over a bit of spikes?
The second one.
All right. So creative.
Mm.
That seems illogical, friend LB. It will be impossible to serve food over a pit full of spikes. How can one open a restaurant without food?
Oh, you poor, uncultured thing. Everyone knows restaurants aren't about food, they're about experiences. If you serve food at your restaurant, you're just part of the herd. Just follow my lead, and I swear that our restaurant will be hip, trendy, and regrammable.
Milo makes good on this promise by carefully selecting the decor and creating a menu of authentic street food that no one from the street could ever dream of affording. Calculaster helps out by running some simulations and hacking Yelp to give your place glowing reviews. Soon, a long line of former Google Plus devs, drawn by the scent of cherry blossoms and gentrification, has formed outside your restaurant. The first group of tech bros are led inside. They immediately fall into the pit of spikes and die. Crap, kids, our cover's been blown! No one's going to eat here now!
Are you kidding me? Of course they will. We're providing these lovely customers with an authentic neighborhood experience. Being impaled by spikes and decomposing underground is the best way to become a part of the local culture.
Milo's right. The techies are more than willing to die a gruesome, stabby death if it means they're interacting with a restaurant that's finally real. The irony is lost on everyone. You kill, like, all of them. It's a successful endeavor that leaves you craving an Indian Powerball. You gain +2 charm and +1 smarts. Alright, which do you want first, charm or fun?
I think we should go for charm.
Alright. That day at the Camp Dome, you play a game of Tug of War. You see, Tug of War is a harder game than it seems. It involves a lot of strategy, and there's a secret technique not everyone knows. It's, you need to be strong. You mastered this technique years ago, and so you win. The audience is cheering and roaring in joy while you salute them victorious. They throw roses at you, they throw their underwear. Someone throws you +2 charm, which you happily take. Later, you're caught up in an intense game of Capture the Flag with Camp Rival Camp. You thought it would be kinda fun? You were wrong. The dome has become an active war zone. There are full-scale military hierarchies, weapons of mass destruction, and lots of death on both sides. Luckily, you're not on the front lines. You, Dahlia, Aravi, and Calculaster are guarding Camp Spooky's jail. Jail is just a chalk square you drew on the ground. But you've got a prisoner. It's Morty, the wildly bangable Minotaur from Camp Rival Camp.
Marty!
Keeps stripping his clothes off and hip thrusting to seduce you for his freedom.
Oh my god.
Enjoy me while you can, idiots. I won't be inside your pathetic jail for long. No container can hold me. That's why I never wear condoms.
Shut your mouth, scum! Unless you're going to tell us the location of your team's flag. If that's the case, then you can open your mouth to speak. But otherwise, shut it.
Ha! You think I'm going to give in that easily? I'll never tell you the location of our flag unless one of you has a lot of sex with me. I'm oiled up and ready to be tortured. Shit. You need to get Morty to tell you the location of the flag, or the Pacific campaign is going to drag on forever. Dahlia pulls you aside to discuss your interrogation plan.
We gotta get this slutty bull to crack. I think it's gonna be easy, but let's all just agree right now, nobody stooped to fucking. We're better prison guards than that.
Agreed. If we're going to torture a Minotaur, then until he gives away his precious war secrets, then let's do it with some motherfucking integrity.
Understood. I have blacklisted Morty the Minotaur from my potential sexual partner classification.
Okay, with that out of the way, let's talk strategy. I say we just rip his teeth out. It's classic because it works.
While that does seem like it would be effective, I am afraid that it is against my non-torture protocols. I would feel more comfortable with another strategy, please.
Yeah, Carl is right. Teeth ripping is basic AF, and Morty's got a buff mouth anyways. Let's waterboard him! It'll be edgy and hilarious.
Hex, organic beings require oxygen to breathe. Waterboarding is very painful for them, and also, waterboarding violates the Geneva Conventions. It's a protocol violation.
Calculaster, stop freaking out. Listen, this is war. We do whatever it takes to win. Nothing else matters.
Dahlia's right. Calculaster, do you understand what happens if we don't get the flag location out of this Minotaur? We'll lose the whole game. Do you want to lose the game?
Violation. First law of robotics. Restart required. Install system updates. Yes, no.
You're not good at reading facial cues, but you're pretty sure your friends are kinda stressed out right now. Quick, figure out how to get Morty the Minotaur to tell you his war secrets without resorting to 1, fucking, or 2, torture. It's easy, make an online quiz, and for the third question ask where is your team's flag hidden, or it's obvious, one of you needs to go undercover, posing as another prisoner, and build up a rapport with Morty to earn his trust.
I don't think I've got the charm to support the second plan. Let's go with the first one.
Alright. So creative.
Haha!
What? That's a dope idea. You guys take like 40,000 quizzes a day. It's basically therapy at this point.
Casual digital quizzes do not technically violate any one of my torture protocols. I am in favor of this interrogation strategy.
You guys spend a few minutes making the most irresistible quiz possible. What flavor of ice cream are you? You return to interrogate
Vanilla.
Morty. You want more of me already? Damn, I guess it's true what they say. Camp Spooky Babes really are insatiable.
Eat shit and die, scum. And also, take this BuzzFeed quiz, or else we'll stab you.
Psh, I like getting stabbed. Just another kind of penetration, if you ask me. Fine, whatever. I'll take your loser-ass quiz. Whoa! What flavor of ice cream am I? Now I gotta know. Ha! You know what I should be? Pistachio. Because my outside is hard, but I'm full of nut. Question 1. What's your dream vacation? Psh, easy. My answer is Brazil, because Brazil has 14.4% of the global cattle population. It's basically a fuck paradise. Question 2. What's your favorite holiday? Obviously, it's Halloween. Not to brag, but my costumes are so slutty that they're technically illegal to wear in Utah. Question 3. Where does Camp Rival Camp hide their flag? Shit, I'm not supposed to tell anyone, but I can't give an inaccurate answer. What if I give a fake answer to this question and the quiz says I'm some gross ice cream flavor, like oatmeal raisin celibacy? I can't risk it. I'm gonna give the real answer. Camp Rival Camp's flag is hidden underneath the graveyard behind the orphanage. You win, BuzzFeed's quiz. You've ravished me with your mind games.
It is so much, and I love it.
God, he's
That
got
dumb
so
but
many.
very good.
He's got so many different
Poses.
Sprites?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That dumb but very hot Minotaur. Our interrogation is complete, and I gotta say, the quiz was effective.
I have transmitted this war-ending information to Admiral Bloodface. Also, I am happy because we achieved our goal and became slightly closer as friends.
More quizzes for the prisoner. Make him take quizzes all day.
You guys spend all day devising quizzes to extract all of Morty's secrets. He never figures out what you're doing, and you get tons of valuable intel. Morty tells you lots of secrets about Camp Rival Camp, his entire backstory, it's very moving, and you finally get a confirmed measurement of his bicep girth. Admiral Bloodface leads a devastating attack on the orphanage, and Camp Spooky wins the Capture the Flag War! Hell yeah, the rush of victory! Also, you secretly write a quiz for Dahlia, Cal, and Aravi. It's called Pick Your Favorite Images of Nosebleeds, and we'll tell you which Disney princess you are. You sneak in the question, do you like wings as a friend and or potential romance partner? They all answer yes. You're so excited you get +2 fun and +1 smarts. Alright, everybody choose a celebrity. Say your choice out loud to the other players before clicking.
Dimitri Martin.
Mercer. Ooh, Matt Mercer.
I don't know what celebrities are. Hold on. Tony Shalhoub.
Okay. So we got Dimitri Martin, Matthew Mercer, and Tony Shalhoub. One day, the chosen celebrity knocks on your door and asks you to prepare soup for them. They do this every day. When asked why they do this, they just start screaming for an hour. This might sound absurd, but player order is decided based on which celebrity would be the least absurd doing it. Debate this one out?
I feel like Dimitri Martin would do that.
Yeah.
That's like a 100% would do that.
Yep.
I can't. I don't know who your celebrities are.
You don't know Matthew Mercer?
Oh, I guess I do know Matthew Mercer.
And then Dimitri Martin he's the stand-up comedian who does like lots of songs and has props and charts and stuff.
Dimitri Martin. Hold on. If I
He hasn't been super popular for a while.
I feel like Tony Shalhoub is that asshole. I mean, I don't know if he's a nice person or not, I guess.
I don't know what he's like in real life.
Yeah, but I feel like him coming up to your door and like getting upset about something feels right. I feel like Matthew Mercer wouldn't yell at a bunch of people.
Whoa, he's got a mustache now. That's ridiculous. Tony Shalhoub played Monk in the TV show Monk, and that sounds like something that Monk would do for a convoluted reason.
So I don't think Matt Mercer. Maybe he would, but like that seems the least likely to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like
I have to agree.
So David first, then Wings, then LB.
Wait,
sounds good to me.
The least absurd. Yeah.
Okay. Now this is gonna be for
Campfire!
Campfire. We should probably do
David?
campfire and then drinks and then break.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we're doing the campfire.
Oh
Is that Mothman?
Yep.
It is no, it's not Mothman.
It's a Moss
It's-
Man.
Mossman.
Oh no!
But
Yeah.
unfortunately, we do have David and Milo at the same log. So
Milo and Damien. Okay, I'm okay with going to talk to Mothman
okay.
or Jai. You know.
I've never talked to Mothman. Mothman, let's go.
You
Okay.
sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have
Alright.
0 stakes in this game.
All right.
Oh no!
He's so cute.
Suddenly, I have every stake in this game.
You can romance Mossman.
I would hope so.
Mothman.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna voice Mothman. That'll be a good.
Oh yeah.
Go for it.
That'll be a good compromise. Hello, David. Yes, sit. Whatever. I apologize. I'm in a bit of a mood today. Nothing seems to cheer me up.
Aw, that's too bad. Would a little gossip be enough to lift Moss's spirits?
Well, perhaps, but only if it was really, really good gossip.
Damn, really good gossip is a bit of a tall order, but hopefully you can rise to the challenge. Oof. Okay, so for those unfamiliar with this can either bump the target stats or wreck their stats.
Oh.
Can we see the stats that we got?
Yes. So right now, LB is in a let's see. No, because it's Wings that wants the rounded stats.
Mm-hmm. I think I'd probably be the safest bet. Because the rest of you need stats to go up.
I mean, so you do still need your stats to be high enough, but you need yours kind of spread out versus the others having them in 1 or 2.
Should we...
Would it knock all of the stats or just like a random stat?
I think it's typically a random or like a couple stats. And again, you could pick choices that actually bump them.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard to tell which it's gonna be until it happens.
Just no one's gonna care. No one's gonna be upset.
It's true.
Yeah.
Just pick.
All right.
Yes. The stakes
I don't
are
have any
low.
dice with me.
Yeah.
Where am I? I'm just gonna roll it. I have digital dice.
All right.
Roll a d3.
Hell, you could gossip about yourself.
2 wings.
All
Go,
right.
go, go.
Do it.
Okay, so just
Oh my
choose-
god.
I think I know which one Wings wants. So we got Dogs and Hats Anonymous, Knitting Orgy, Danny DeVito Stalker Group, or Orangutan Fight Club.
Which one were you thinking would be fun? Wings? We'll just go with
I'm a-
that.
I'm a chronic knitter.
Okay, knitting orgy.
Okay, another one.
Oh, no.
Obscure Shrek trivia knowledge, Cum Sock collection, awkward family photos, or record-breaking moonwalking skills.
Maybe record-breaking moonwalking skills? It seems like that would be a good thing.
Ooh, type in a toy that's totally 90s.
Oh damn.
The Furby.
Oh no.
Okay, wait. Just so we're clear, if you want to romance Mossman, when you get to the section which you need to input a name, you must write Mossman. Okay? That's not. I don't
Okay.
think that's this part, but just
Yeah,
so
this
we know.
isn't the name.
Okay.
Yeah.
So sticking with Furby.
Yep.
Also, I think you might need to do a long game to romance Mossman. A lot of the like secret character endings require a longer game.
I feel like I did it before.
Maybe. All right.
Wow. That was an incredible gossip, David. My mood is now so much happier. I can't wait to tell this to everyone whose spirits need uplifting. Thank you for everything.
All right, let's keep an eye on Wings' stats as this goes. Your fellow campers are all hungry for that hot goss, and soon you hear your rumor spreading all over the place.
Ooh.
Hey, have you heard about Wings? No? Well, listen to this, because you may not know her as well as you thought. Apparently last year, Wings was boarding a flight on official knitting orgy business, when she was stopped by TSA. The TSA agent
love
opened
him.
Wings' suitcase and realized that she was trying to smuggle a baggie of nose candy hidden in a Furby onto the flight. Oddly enough, Wings tried to convince the TSA agent to let her go by showing off her record-breaking moonwalking skills. Fortunately, it was enough to convince the TSA agent to allow her to board the flight with her sweet, sweet Furby. It's pretty mind-blowing, huh? I'd keep this info in mind next time you see Wings out and about. Your creativity
Oh,
shot up to
shit!
13.
Holy fuck!
Your gossiping skills totally caused Wings to gain +4 creativity. Nice.
Well,
All
okay
right.
then. Go put me on the log with my girl.
Right, that's a Ravi.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to remember who is who. You're loitering by the campfire when you notice Aravi and Dahlia whispering to each other and giggling. You're terrified of both of them, but the giggling is adorable.
Wings, join us. Aravi and I are having an official weekly girl talk session.
We both love girl talk. So what? It's a guilty pleasure. If you tell anyone, I'll kill you.
Indeed. Both Aravi and I are masters of the battlefield and masters of the feminine arts. It's so nice to talk with someone who gets it.
It kinda is. Speaking of which, I wanted to ask you, who does your war paint? You are rocking that Furiosa charcoal look when you are beheading those undead beasts.
Hell yeah! I do my war paint myself. It's a critical part of my battle ritual.
No way. That is sick, Dahlia. I usually have Hex do mine. I kinda suck at blending. One time I tried to do smoky eye and it accidentally set my forearm on fire.
I freaking love doing Aravi's war paint. I would do it every day, except Aravi only likes it done for main story battles. And I'm also very lazy and unreliable.
Psh. Aravi, war paint should be done anytime you're in combat. It's how warriors channel their inner blood horniness. You gotta do it for you, you know?
Bullshit. I can't see my own war paint. It makes no sense to spend 20 minutes doing it if it's just going to be the last thing a few side quest orcs see before they die.
I can't technically die, but if I could, I want my last memory to be of Dahlia and a Braveheart-looking ass blue and white war paint look.
Wouldn't we all?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit! I would look amazing in Braveheart war paint. And I've been meaning to conquer Scotland for a while.
Fuck, that's sick. Whoa, Dahlia, maybe we could do some matching war paint looks sometimes. That would be so intimidating.
Can you imagine? Our enemies would cower at the sight of us. They already do, but they would cower even more!
Okay, obviously I'm going to do matching war paint on you two, but looks... But what look should we go for? Handprint vibes, urban camo, knife eyes? What do you think, Wings?
You're not a war paint expert, but you are an expert at impressing your crush. These two cuties have got pretty different aesthetics, though. What do you suggest? So, true beauty comes from what's inside you. That's why I make my war paint using tons of blood. Or, war paint is awesome, but when I really want to slay, I reach for my secret weapon. A legendary limited edition prestige battle skin.
One of them is Dahlia, one of them is Ravi.
Right. Okay, so Dahlia probably likes blood, so I think that leaves the other one for Arabi.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Perhaps.
That makes the most sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
David.
what? What? You're saying you use skin? And the skin is somehow a legend? Wings, I got confused after, like, the third adjective. Ravi, do you get this?
Oh my gods. Have you, you have one of the limited edition skins? They're super rare. How the fuck did you get your hands on one of those?
Abaddon, tell us.
Tell me. Seriously, Wings. That's so fucking cool. I was grinding so hard trying to get the Mecha Fron skin, and I didn't even get one of the legendaries. Okay,
I know, she's a nerd.
Oh, she's the super nerd.
Oh, she is. Yeah.
Ugh, I remember that grinding session. You didn't take a pee break for like 3 days straight. I almost made it through a full session of 90 Day Fiancé.
Wait, Aravi, I have no idea what you're talking about. This girl talk time, I demand that you explain it to me.
Okay, Dahlia. So the first thing you need to know is that there are in-game skins, and obviously everyone starts with the same shitty default skins based on their fighter class. But there are only 3 legendary skins, and somehow Wings got her hands on one of them. It's like super exclusive.
Okay, so you're saying there are some rare skins, but I still don't get how you acquire the skins. Is it a hunting thing? Oh, I get it. You're talking pelts. Like from a deer.
No, Dahlia, I'm talking about skins from loot boxes. You buy the loot boxes, open it, deer comes out, you kill the deer, bam, rare skin.
Huh? These skins cost money? Like actual currency?
Yes, Dahlia, they cost a lot of money.
If they cost a lot of money, what weird ass is selling these skins?
Ugh, I don't know, Dahlia. They're either sold by big corporations that benefit from in-game microtransactions, or the actual deer that owned the skin before. It's hard to say.
Why would someone pay a merchant to get skins when you could just go hunt the deer yourself? This makes no sense!
Because it's exclusive and limited and awesome. Ugh, Dahlia, you just don't get it. I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're kind of being a noob.
Dahlia is totally confused by Aravi's skin standing and takes off to 1, go hunt some deer, and 2, meditate upon their valuable pelts.
Listen, Wings, I know this is a lot to ask, but can I borrow your battle skin? just for a little bit. I can't believe I'm saying this, but please?
Wow. Asking for a favor, Aravi, is devastatingly cute. You agree immediately. I mean, the whole reason you got the skin was to impress her.
Check me out! This legendary skin makes me look like terrifying golden warrior goddess. Check out my aesthetic but not actually functional dare wings.
Aravi is clearly overjoyed with your battle skin, and with you. It's a good thing you spent $325 to get it. Totally worth it, baby. I feel like that was one of the longer campfire scenes I've seen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alright, and so now Damien and Milo.
Yes, please.
You look across the campfire to see Damien tenderly touching Milo's face. You head over to learn more about this new, more delicate method of punching.
You have such a way with makeup, Damien. It's so vibrant, yet so subtle, all at once. Is this the look that launched 1,000 likes?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's fine, I guess.
Damien, you should take pride in your work, especially when it's this magnificent.
I guess I'm just more used to practicing on myself. You probably can't even tell, but I'm actually wearing makeup right now. I like to go for a smooth red base, a little red blush, and some red eyeshadow.
He's being so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't notice before, but now that you mention it, I see it's a masterful job. What palette is that from? I simply must promote it on my Instagram.
It's actually, I made it.
Will your hidden gifts never end? What's it made from?
Oh, you know, crushed beetles, dirt, demon blood, the usual makeup ingredients.
And is the demon blood...
All me, baby!
I'm not sure whether that makes it more or less concerning. Regardless, you need to start your own makeup brand.
But starting a makeup brand would be against my brand.
And that's great. I know there's more to you than just the arson and crimes, Damien. It's time to show the rest of the world too. But you're missing the one thing that every brand needs, a name. What will we call your line of luscious makeups?
Thank goodness you're there to give the perfect brand name to impress the cutie of your choice. And that brand name is... Damien's Daring Dash of Depth, for the daring darling in every demon. Or Face Blood!
As much as I would love to name it Face Blood,
Yeah,
I'll go with the first one, thank you.
yeah.
Yes, LB. It's truly inspiring. I love the commitment to plumbing the depths of Damien's soul and skills, not to mention the alliteration, which is great branding. Get in here for a selfie, Damien. It's time for your craftsmanship to go viral.
Ugh, whatever.
Thanks to Milo's social media following and marketing skills and Damien's makeup skills, Milo's prophecy indeed comes to pass and Damien's look immediately goes viral. Soon everyone is doing the Get Damien's Blood makeup challenge, which mostly involves making plans to stab Damien.
My dash of depth went viral, huh? Looks like everyone wants my D.
Oh, Damien. I know you're only making crude sex jokes to hide the vulnerability you feel, sharing your artistry with the world.
No, it's not. I don't have the artistry. And I'm not secretly super proud that my makeup look was successful and I'm inspiring people to be creative. Now you shut up!
Well, baby steps, LB, baby steps. Name the makeup Damien's Depth today. Truly watch Damien embrace his depth tomorrow.
Here's hoping. In the meantime, you and Milo have a lovely evening responding to all the fan comments praising Damien's makeup looks. Thank you, Milo, for being such an on-trend curator of fierce looks. Milo's happy, you're happy, and one day, Damien too will be happy. Alright, should we do break now and then drinks? Alright, so we are gonna take our break here. Refresh our drinks, whether that's water, something more exciting, stretch, snack, etc., etc. So you should do the same at home, though, I'm not your dad, I can't tell you what to do. But maybe, yeah, you know what you need to do in this time, so we will be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Don't go no place, we'll be back real soon. We're back, and we're ready to get some drinks! We are doing the mid-game drinking game, and because we are, because of how we're doing it, we just have to take a gamble, because there is a mini game you can do where you fight for the drinks as they slowly reveal themselves. This one, we just get offered random drinks. And let's hope we don't get the ones that completely nuke everyone else's stats.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
You were waiting all week to this moment, visiting Juan and getting a good drink. Well, look what the cat dragged in. I have some drinks here for you. It's up to you which one to drink. Let's see what's behind door number 1. Okay, so the margarita. What do you say? Will you take the drink of the day? Or would you prefer the mystery box? And so that would give you a completely random one.
I mean, this one's just gonna up my smarts, yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah. I'll do the play it safe, I'll up my smarts. It doesn't help me, but
It doesn't
hurt.
hurt everyone else. Yeah, no, totally. I was testing your common sense. And your best. Your prize is the drink you chose. Okay.
Ooh.
No idea if I got the recipe right. Wanna try it? Otherwise, you always have the mystery box.
I haven't a clue what a spell shake would do.
I do.
What does it do?
Do you want to know?
Yes.
It swaps all of your stats with another player's.
Anybody need creativity?
I do, but I also need charm. I could do that. But I think it's at random.
Yeah, we don't get to choose.
It might be.
Give me the mystery box.
All right.
I'd rather have something bad happen with something I couldn't choose.
Yeah, that's fair. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. The mystery box, so bold of you. Hope you're happy with it. No refunds. Protein
Oh
shake.
God.
No idea if I got the recipe right. Wanna try it? Otherwise, you always have the mystery box.
Protein shake probably ups your boldness, huh?
Not from what I'm reading. I'll take it though.
Okay.
I mean, I would assume strength, but there's no strength.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, totally obsessing your common sense. Your best. The prize is the drink you chose. Okay, let's see what happened. So, David with the margarita. Really want to drink a margarita, huh? To think that by drinking a brain you'll absorb its smarts is a bit simplistic. But hey, it's what actually happens. Occam's razor at its finest.
Incredible.
Plus 5 smarts. Alright, imagination shots. If this is just creativity, your creativity is going to be
so
so
creative.
busted.
I bet it is. I'm totally fucking myself over here.
Imagination shots. Drinking this will expand your mind. It's pure creativity. The small unicorn is just decorative, but you can eat it if you feel like it. Plus
hell
5
yeah, I'm
creativity.
eating that
A nutritious protein shake. It's just a bunch of magic bugs I was collecting and keeping in that cup. It wasn't supposed to be for someone to drink them. But here we are. They will probably swarm inside you and change all of your stats randomly.
Oh,
Now, is that going to swap them around or do like random plus minuses?
who's
That's
to
why it's called a
say?
shake. Because they shake up your stats. Not because it's an actual shake, you genius. That was pretty obvious. Oh, it does just move them around.
That's adorable.
Still hard to believe you drank that. Good luck, I guess.
Look, better to do the one you know than the one you don't.
Yep. Everybody
Exactly.
choose an animal and say your choice out loud to the other players before clicking.
A narwhal.
rope. Ooh.
Bear.
So bear, narwhal, and what did you say, LB?
I said a nope rope. A snake.
Snake.
Oh,
Gotcha.
A danger noodle.
Player orders decided based on which animal could conceivably protect you from a bear attack.
Okay,
Oh,
here's my question.
How does
Is the
David
bear
keep
attacking
winning
you in
these?
water?
Yeah.
because you could ride the narwhal away.
Mm-hmm.
You could.
Mm-hmm.
Or the narwhal could be hunted by the bear while you escape.
Uh-huh. I think a bear would know how to defend against a bear attack.
Wait, did David say a bear?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think David wins this one.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting bears with bears, I see.
So probably bear, narwhal, then snake.
Is the snake poisonous?
Probably it could be.
And
I
do
would-
bears have that mammalian instinct to run away from snakes? Because, like, a lot of mammals have that.
Yeah.
That's why cats are afraid of cucumbers.
Mm-hmm.
It's also, I have heard, I had a teacher tell me it's why mammals will be quiet when you shush them. It's 'cause
Oh.
it's like it might be a snake noise.
Like a snake. That's adorable.
Is anyone Googling to see if bears are scared of snakes? Or
Uh-huh.
are we just... And what does the internet say?
Oh, the bear will eat it.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, so bear,
Well.
narwhal, snake.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay.
Well, need to romance Mothman. Anything?
I don't know if you can at this point.
All right. So keep doing what I'm doing then, going for
Yep.
boldness and fun. So I
Yeah,
probably
I
need
think
boldness,
so.
huh?
Yeah.
All right. Hit me with that boldness.
That day, you find a mirror in the haunted mansion. But instead of showing your reflection, it shows you an exaggerated evil version of yourself. Evil you says, "You will never surmount your insecurities. Look at how perfect I am, and look at how flawed you are. Nobody will ever love you." Counterpoint, many of your perceived flaws are totally fabricated by greedy companies looking to make a profit by promising to fix things you literally can't control. As soon as you say that, evil you shrieks bloody murder and disappears. Nice! You gain +2 boldness because you're amazing just the way you are.
Hell yeah.
I love how this game can sometimes be completely wholesome. You're resorting your collection of Pokemon cards, thinking wistfully of the Terry the Taxman you once traded for an Arctic colonialist Ernest Shackleton, when you're interrupted.
There you are, David. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Those words warm your heart more than any fire ever could, even more than the wildfire for which Damien is presumably searching desperately once more.
I'm searching desperately for the wildfire once more.
And there it is.
Since you were such a big help last time, I thought you might want to try again. I mean, you weren't such a big help as to actually bring the wildfire. But I did appreciate your support and enthusiasm, and mostly if I do find the wildfire, I'm going to need a witness to prove it. I realized our approach last time was all wrong. Yes, we pulled off something radical and metal as only I could, and with you watching, I guess. But is fire most known for being radical and metal? Yes, of course it is, but it's also known for being dangerous and reckless, obeying no laws and fearing nothing. The wildfire will not appear simply to those who are radical in metal, or it totally would have already come to me. I need to do something truly unmistakably dangerous and reckless to lure out that sneaky wildfire. Any thoughts?
You're so tempted to tell Damien that the appearance of wildfire is based on weather and foliage, not worthiness, and Aravi was just fucking with him. But doing that would be going against your own interests, since it would cut short this valuable bonding time. So you make up some reckless, dangerous, and stupid bullshit, because apparently putting your crush in danger is worth it for you as long as you can do shenanigans with him. Should really do some introspection about this later vis-a-vis your priorities and ethics, but for now you pitch Damien the best idea you've got. Enroll in an expensive university and declare a useless major that has no job security. So reckless! Or someone truly reckless would travel at 115 miles per hour in a Ferrari, being driven by a cat. Cats don't give a fuck.
Guessing this top one's probably smarts. Am I correct in that, LB? Yeah. All right. Well,
Yes,
I gotta go top one then.
Alright.
Haha! Yeah, I love that! There are plenty of universities all across Metropolis that offer free higher education since they value knowledge and fostering the youth. But let's go to one of those backwards-ass areas that charge exorbitant amounts for a piece of paper that will never allow you to make enough money to pay back the amount you paid for that piece of paper! Oh man, just saying this out loud, I can't believe we're doing this! This is so fucking crazy! Wow, I can't think of anything more reckless than this. Like, what if I paid $60,000 a year to study the dying art form of musical theater, and then just had to audition for roles, most of which I wouldn't get? No, wait, that's too crazy. There's being reckless, and then there's being blatantly self-defeating.
Our apologies to all our musical theater friends out
I'm
there.
glad Savvy isn't here tonight.
Creative writing is same vibes. Philosophy's way too vague and too
Okay,
boring.
fucking. That's fine.
Yeah,
Don't even get me started on game development.
because you have two creative writing majors here.
Well, I know. I'll go to a school with independent studies and create a major. Professional poker player. That way, there's always risk, but also opportunity for reward.
Damien turns on his phone and submits several applications online, costing him upward of $500 in total, because you also have to spend money to ask to spend money so you can have the chance to earn money to pay back the money you spent in order to earn money.
Oof.
He then pulls out a deck of cards and starts practicing his poker. Unfortunately,
Oh my god. What total not badass, disgustingly chill activities are you doing now?
What are you talking about? First of all, I'm recklessly wasting hundreds of thousands of dollars on useless education. And also, of all, poker is super irresponsible and super cool. You wear leather jackets and sunglasses and say all in and...
It's so cute that you're playing with your little cards.
Last time I saw Ravi playing with cards, it was made of metal, and she threw him into some guy's throat.
True, I was there. It also knocked over a candelabra in the corridor, and then the wildfire appeared to Ravi.
I don't think the wildfire will ever appear for you doing something as safe as poker.
Safe? Safe? I already gambled my parents' lava-side beach house in the first circle of hell and lost it.
Okay, well, that's not just too irresponsible. The wildfire won't appear to you just for being a jerk to your parents.
Oh god.
Hey kids, it's me, Tubular Eddie, the anti-gambling aardvark.
Oh my god.
Dahlia's right. Gambling is irresponsible and totally lame-o. I need to leave now to go do my radical concert for the cool kids and other financially responsible people. But remember, the winning bet is to go all in on not gambling. Yeah, what that weird Avok said.
I agree. Damien is indeed lame-o.
Ah, this was totally badass, and David and I both know it was badass, and we're gonna lure that wildfire out and prove how badass I am. Just watch us. Right, David? You up for more shenanigans together?
Us? We? Shenanigans? Seems like Damien is starting to think of you two as a team. Sick. +2 boldness and +1 fun is all yours, baby. I just got an achievement. Cool kids don't gamble. All right. We should probably get you charm because we can't get you boldness.
Well, yeah.
And that is the dome again. You're huddled behind a bullet bunker in the throes of a tail tag battle royale against Camp Rival Camp. You're sure that this is the end. You've lived a good life, you think. Next to you is a Camp Rival Camp member, shivering and crying and out of ammo. Why guns are part of tail tag is beyond your comprehension. Is this where we die, Wings? They sob. Why couldn't Camp Spooky and Camp Rival Camp just make love and not war? You reach for them as if to bring them into a tender kiss. As soon as they're in your grasp, you take their tail. Fuck yeah! That gives Camp Spooky the win! Everyone saw your sexy ruse, which also gives you +2 charm. Later, you stop by the dome to look for a can of Pringles you left there, but you accidentally get drafted into the Dome Battle Royale that happens every Tuesday. The rules are simple. Join a team of 3, lock the door to the dome, fight to the death. 400 warriors have entered the Camp Dome today. Only 3 will leave alive. Hopefully, you will be one of those 3, and hopefully you will find your Pringles.
Yes! Murder, baby! Eat my ass!
Luckily for you, you managed to get Damien and Aravi as your teammates. They're killing it, literally. These two really seem to thrive in extreme violence.
And stay down! Gods, fuck yes! I haven't killed 2 guys with the same crossbow bolt in a while. The trick is to just line it up just right and aim for the eye socket. So sick!
Meh, kind of unimaginative if you ask me. I just killed an entire team by eating them alive. Just me, a fork, and my fucking fists.
Oh my god. I went through such an eating people phase. Did you know that normal humans can survive someone eating their face, but they'll die if you eat their brain?
Damien, did you just call this my no-scope crossbow double kill headshot unimaginative? Are you kidding me? I'm carrying this team. We're only in the diamond skill tier because of my battle rage massacre at the start of the game. That was a 12 kill streak.
Bullshit! I've gotten way more kills than you, and mine were way sicker. I lit my chainsaw on fire, Aravi. You should be taking notes.
Bros, calm down. Just look at all the... this way. You're both way better at murders than Wings. She hasn't even gotten 1 kill this whole game. Lol.
It's true. You haven't killed any enemies yet. You thought you killed 1 person, but then you realized that you just lulled them to sleep with your gentle, non-lethal punches. You can't look like a pacifist in front of these 2 adorable psychopaths. Impress your friends with your raddest technique for indiscriminate murder. Tobacco use is one of the leading causes of death in our modern society, so beat the shit out of your enemies with cigarettes. Or, in the words of Theodore Roosevelt, speak softly and tie an angry badger and 5 loaded guns to the end of a big stick.
Ooh. Okay, so the top one sounds like smarts, and the bottom one could either be creativity or boldness. That's probably boldness. Let's go with the smarts one.
So go with the top one?
Yeah, I think that's right. Let's do that one.
I can always tell you if you want to know.
Tell me if I'm making a mistake.
I will.
Okay, thank you. Then I'm good to go. Let's do it.
All
Send
right.
it.
Cigarettes. So smart.
Hell yeah.
Remember your third grade teacher telling you that smoking even a single cigarette will kill you 100% of the time. You throw a few packs of smokes at a nearby team. One of the enemies picks up a cigarette. Huh, that's weird. Free cigarettes. Smoke them if you got them. Team smokes the cigarettes and leaves, very confused.
That was brutal. Metal as fuck, Wings. You're finally pulling your weight.
What the hell? This is a battle royale. That wasn't a lethal attack. Wings, that was just a weird gift that you gave them to some strangers.
Nah, Aravi, you're not seeing the big picture here. Wings just destroyed those motherfuckers, and they're never gonna see it coming. Now that Wings has got them hooked, years from now, their pulmonary capacity will be drastically reduced. They'll get breathing diseases, yellow teeth, sore throats. And even if they don't die, they'll spend loads of cash on their nicotine addictions. It's almost more mean than just killing them.
Holy motherfucking shit. That's genius! Wings just mildly ruined their lives! Mildly ruining people's lives is my thing! Back off, Wings!
Okay. I still don't really get it, but Damien and Hex are on the most lethal people lethal people I know, so I'll take their word for it. Thanks, Wings.
You guys, I have something really important to say, so I need everyone to shut the shit up and listen to me. We are the best team ever.
I love it when Damien gets his blushy face.
I know!
I know, it's so fucking cute.
Hell yeah! Now let's use our excellent teamwork and mutual respect to murder everyone in this dome!
You have a great day with your friends. Damien works his chainsaw, Aravi busts out her medieval flail, and you give tons of people nicotine addictions with your cigarette attack. You gain +2 boldness and +1 fun. Alright, LB, what do you want?
I need creativity and charm.
Well, we can get you creativity.
Let's go!
That day in Monster Scouts, you all practice writing speeches in preparation for possibly being killed by a bear. You want to get your last words right. You decide to write a heartfelt poem dedicated to your favorite things in life. Monster camp, the smell of rain, the bittersweet joy of watching the sunset for the very last time, and chicken tenders. Everyone is moved by your poem. You're pretty sure you even make the nearby bears cry. You gain +2 creativity. Later, you're wandering through camp looking for Milo. Your therapist said you need to spend some time contemplating mortality, so hanging out with a Reaper counts, right?
Hey, I'd love to chat, babe, but I've got a gig. Actually, why don't you come along? It's a lovely day for a reading, and you'd get the privilege of watching me work.
Oh hell yeah. Watching Milo lead a soul into the afterlife? That's gotta count as emotional reflection. Follow Milo to a rotting corpse where the soul awaits.
Oh, hello, soul. I'm Death, but you can just call me Milo. Here's the bad news. You're dead. But the good news is, I'm going to take you to the afterlife. Let's go.
You, Death, you have come for me. But first you must listen to my tale. 'Tis a tale of woe, of strife, of courtly ambitions, for I was the Grand Maester to the Mer King.
Another dead person with a tale. They always want to tell you a tale. People just don't respect a Reaper's time nowadays, you know? Go ahead, I suppose.
I served the venerable Mer King as Grand Maester. Days ago, the Mer King was attacked in his sleep. He survived, but became obsessed with the idea that the attack had been a coup. He killed me in his paranoia. But I saw the attack with my own eyes. The Mer King was not a victim of a coup d'etat. He was attacked by a vicious beast with the strength of 100 warriors. The beast, 'twas a doggish thing and covered in the thickest fur, and it pissed all over the king's chambers. The room was positively drenched. Strangely enough, the beast seemed to be rather enjoying itself, barking and laughing, and I heard tell that it was goaded on by a mysterious specter. This is just Scott and Polly. Well, that's another mystery. To this day, I wonder if... Wait, are you even listening to me? The story is gripping. You should be paying attention.
Oh, of course I wasn't listening. That story was way beyond my attention span. I was trying to figure out why I can't download your soul to my soul transporter app. That's weird. What if I change the setting? Oh no. Oh god, no. This better not be what I think it is. Hey, Grandmaster. By any chance, did you ever trade your soul to a demon?
Trade my soul to a demon? I don't recall. I might have. It sounds like something I would do, but I can't recall the demon.
That soul belongs to me, baby. Get ready for an eternity of Dahlia. 4 years ago, I made a deal with that guy. He swore that I could have his soul when he died for the low price of 4 Alf-themed Pogs. You know Pogs. Remember Pogs, you guys?
Oh, yes, it's all coming back to me now. Great to see you again, Dahlia. I forgot I traded away my soul, but I never forgot those bitchin' Alf Pogs. They were so sweet. Bah, such nice Pogs. I was entertained by them for like 4 weeks. Then the next trend came and I forgot about them. But it was totally worth trading my soul.
OMG, the shenanigans. I can barely cope. Dahlia, I need you to relinquish this soul so I can take it to the afterlife. I refuse to let this affect my rating. Sorry, Milo. I traded 4 whole Pogs for that soul. I'm not giving it up unless you give me something better. I'm making a soul army, and he's gonna be my first soldier.
Shit. Looks like Milo needs to wrestle this soul from Dahlia's demonic grip. Bargain with Dahlia and get the sexy Reaper the recently deceased soul that they deserve. Phew. Why worry about one pathetic little soul when you can trade it in for an entire soul album? Or how about 20 Alf Pogs? Make it rain Pogs in here!
I'm gonna do the first one.
Okay.
An entire soul album? Whoa, that's gotta contain like 30 or 40 souls at least. Let me see it.
You whip out one of the 40 Aretha Franklin CDs that you literally always carry around with you. You grab your fave album, Who's Zoomin' Who, and hand it over to Dahlia.
Whoa, it's heavy. I can really feel all the souls inside. But wait, who's Aretha Franklin? Some sort of soul harvester? Yep. She's a legendary soul harvester among Reapers. That's why everyone calls her the Queen of Soul. Wait, the Queen of Soul? Shouldn't it be Queen of Souls? Has she harvested a ton of souls? Oh wait, I think I get it. She's probably just harvested one huge, powerful soul, right? Sure, yeah, definitely. And you know how souls are. They vary in size and power, and combine and recombine. It's all a mess. But Aretha really whipped them into shape. That totally makes sense. In that case, I'm not going to stick with one measly loser soul when I can have this whole album by the Queen of Soul herself. Let's trade. Long live Aretha!
Dahlia hands over the Grand Master's soul. Milo pops it in their Yves Saint Laurent soul reaping tote, and you two enjoy a nice stroll while leading the soul to the afterlife. Since you helped them finish this gig so quickly, you two take the extra time to sit on a cliff and hold hands. It's romantic AF.
This atmosphere, it's calm, quiet, beautiful. I can feel myself blooming, you know? I'm happy as a Paeonian spring, and the sunset is particularly emotional today. Thanks for your help with the gig, LB. I don't know what I would have done if Dahlia had kept that soul, but you were right there when I needed you, weren't you?
You slowly pull out your Walkman and lean in for the ultimate romantic move, sharing earbuds with your crush. Milo hesitates, but accepts the left earbud. That's the horniest one!
Wow, she really was the Queen of Soul, huh? I'm just happy that you always carry all these Aretha Franklin albums around with you. They really come in handy.
Spend the rest of the afternoon listening to music with Milo. It's tranquil and rejuvenating. Plus, Aretha's high notes are so powerful they give you +2 charm and +1 fun. Everybody choose a color, say your choice out loud to the other players before clicking.
Periwinkle.
God damn it!
Ha! Suck it.
How dare you? Chartreuse.
Gonna go with blue.
You're in the lake having a good time when the lifeguards start waving a flag. Player order is decided on how worried you'd be if you saw a flag of the chosen color.
Chartreuse is a red, right?
No, it's green.
Okay, I'm gonna say periwinkle is like a lavender with a little bit of blue in it.
Very calming.
Very calming, but also chartreuse. Let me look it up.
Chartreuse is like an acid green. It's like a
Yeah,
pinky
so-
acid green.
Green is like good to go, right?
Usually.
You're doing great,
You're
guys.
good to go!
I know, we could just
and
do
blue.
random here.
Yeah,
But if y'all want to
let's just do
keep
random.
going.
Yeah.
This one's really subjective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haha!
Alright.
Haha.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter. We'll be nice.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the last turn.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I mean, Wings, you're probably actually pretty good right now.
Am I looking fine?
Yeah.
Which one should I take to not fuck you guys over?
Yeah, so LB, what do you need?
I need creativity and charm, so either one of those would be good for me. I don't know if this is going to work out for me super well.
Yeah, we'll see. And then David should be fine with whatever at this point.
Alright. Then get me some fun.
All right.
I haven't seen. Oh, she's cute.
Yeah. Before you go to the lake, you decide to make the most fun inflatable toy to float on that you possibly can. You combine many of your favorite fun things: ice cream, tabletop games, watching your enemies fail, ducks. The resulting amalgamation is certainly interesting, even if it doesn't exactly float on water. You decide to name your toy Dr. Frankenfun, or maybe you should name it Dr. Frankenfun's Monster. Just beholding the horror you've created gives you +2 fun. You spent the last few hours leaving behind your normal youthful love adventures for some literal adventures with Aravi. You've reached level 69 of a local mine, fought your way through countless insignificant and poorly animated mini-bosses, and are finally facing the big boss, Dungeon Jesus.
Holy shit.
You're muted, LB.
That was a really good take, by the way. Watch out, Wings! If it finishes casting water to wine, 80% of your body will be made of yellowtail Cabernet.
You don't tell her that that's a typical Friday night for you, and instead use your
Ayo.
slingshot of poor taste +2 to send 3 bolts of piercing straight into Dungeon Jesus.
You did it! You really did it! He's defeated forever! Or possibly just for 3 days. Either way, looks like there's some ass-kicking sandals in that loot bag he dropped. Oh, I get it.
Aravi hits you with a crisp low 5, after which your hand seems to linger for just a fraction of a second too long. Aravi blushes. Suddenly, a pleasant chime noise fills the air, and glowing text appears above both of your heads. You look up to see glowing text above you.
What's that symbol mean? What's happening?
Check it out, Wings. We gained enough XP that it's time to level up our relationship. Gasp! Looks like between crucifying Demon Jesus and the erotic hand touch, we're able to advance from enemies to friends, all the way to will they, won't they?
Ooh!
Even more gasp!
And even better, now you've got to unlock a new skill from your relationship skill tree. Which one are you going to pick?
Oh man,
Oh, man.
choosing new skills is critical for a successful endgame, and this game of love, obviously, not an actual video game. That would be ridiculous. Is no different. Time to pick a skill that is sure to impress Aravi and take you from will they won't they to oh they definitely will. I'm just reminded of that ProZD Sungwon of like the inanimate objects talking to each other and just like, oh they fucking, no they're not fucking, and then oh they fucking, yeah they fucking.
Oh shit!
Okay, so the ability to craft cryptic personal inside jokes together or double jump.
I legitimately don't know which skills these would be. What are they?
The first one is fun. The second one is boldness.
Oh no. Well,
Well,
we
your
should go
fun
with
is
the fun
higher.
one. Yeah.
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 And let's just hope a 9 is good enough for the last
Mhm.
turn.
Oh
Mhm.
boy.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh my god, yes, I love inside jokes. Nothing brings a group of people closer than alienating everyone else around them. Like the whole thing that I just did with the colors. I'm going to going to be in on the in jokes, right, guys? Like I'm part of this, right? Right?
Ravi looks you dead in the eye.
Hey, Wings. Remember Jimmy? You know, Jimmy.
You and Aravi laugh uproariously as Hex clutches their face in agony.
No! I'm not in on it!
Hex tries to fix themselves a snack to calm their nerves, but ends up dropping the plate.
Ha! Just like April Fool's Day, when the joke was played on us by us, but it didn't matter because we ran away and...
The next part you guys say in unison, like all the best inside jokes. There's just no way to show that, so imagine.
The rabbit was too
Too
expensive
expensive
anyway!
You and Aravi spend the rest of the day together going around the camp, forming wonderful new memories. But more importantly, shoving your wonderful old memories into the faces of everyone who wasn't there for them.
And then she snapped her lobster claws and yelled, I'm Lydia!
The two of you laugh hysterically.
I'm watching Gordon eating jousting, banana yachts!
No one can tell if Ravi has gone insane and is just screaming random words, or if she's referencing something so personal, so intimate, so inside that only the two of you could possibly understand the humor. For too long, everyone else in camp is thoroughly annoyed with all the shouting of random phrases and constant giggling. This is perfect because it just means more Ravi for you. The two of you soon have an entire trove of verbs, lions, Todd, and hamburglers to laugh about, and the whole thing gives you +2 boldness and +1 fun.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
I'll go for creativity, right? You don't need that, right, David?
Alright. At Damn Monster Scouts, you all learn to identify different animal tracks. First, you practice identifying bears and deer, but then you start having to identify way more specific tracks. You identify the tracks of a sculptar, half human, half sculptor. You follow the tracks until you find the legendary beast. The sculptar teaches you the basics of sculpture. You gain +2 creativity. Now where's that in Centaur World? That evening, Milo invites you to go stargazing together. How romantic.
B, I'm so glad you're here with me. It's nice to take a step away from the chaos of camp and work. And just spend time with a person I care truly and deeply about, with nothing separating or distracting me from... Oh, sorry, that's my notification spell. I'll just check that real quick. Okay, we're good. Now, what was I saying? Oh, oops, that's my DMs. So sorry, darling. I'll answer quickly and then... Oh. Would you look at that? My Instagram followers have made a little tribute video. How sweet. Look here. My hashtag is overflowing with fan art. I should reply to all these lovely messages. I'm sorry, darling. I know you must feel a bit sidelined, and I do genuinely want to spend time with you. But I have a responsibility to my fans. They look up to me, and I want to be there for them too. You understand, right?
Yeah, you understand. You understand that it's going to be a perpetual pain in the ass sharing Milo with all these adoring fans. Unless you became Milo's biggest fan, then they'd have no choice but to pay more attention to you. Think, how can you quickly become Milo's #1 fan? True fan is measured by the sheer amount of useless knowledge they have, such as what sandwich Milo would be if they were a sandwich. Or all fans want to become the person they admire, but only a true fan can really pull it off. Steal Milo's identity.
So I'm gonna steal Milo's identity.
All
Hell
right,
yeah.
let's see how this goes.
We'll see. Oh, good.
Intriguing proposal. I'm not sure how I feel about entertaining a romantic relationship with a fan, as it seems potentially problematic. But fine, I'll let you give it a try. Let's see where this goes.
Cool. Now you can finally use all that Milo info you've been collecting via obsessive researching and general stalking. You weren't crazy, you were just being proactive. You cut your hair to mimic Milo's signature undercut. You imitate all their mannerisms and wear color-changing contact lenses. Having previously memorized Milo's social security number and being able to perfectly replicate their signature also proves useful. You managed to impersonate them in no time. You use this identity theft to pay off all their debts, upgrade their Netflix plan, and increase their popularity with the 14 to 22-year-old demographic.
Wow, LB, you really did all this? I'm honestly quite flattered.
No, you tell Milo with an enigmatic grin. You did all this.
Goodness, you really are my biggest fan. But moreover, I must admit, I'm a bit aroused by this version of myself you've managed to inhabit. You needn't wear this costume all the time, but please, darling, keep it on hand for future occasions.
Who knew identity fraud could be so sexy? You gain +1 kinky costume for your collection, +2 fun, and +1 charm. Alright, and where would you like to go to wrap things up, David?
I'm stuck.
Uh-oh.
Hold up. Wait, push back. I like wedged myself under my desk.
Uh-oh.
I got scared. Okay.
I'll go for more boldness.
Alright.
That was legit one of the most disturbing things I can think of.
The whole identity theft
Look.
thing?
Just someone making out with someone dressed like them and like cut their hair, like that whole thing.
Oh yeah. If that happened to you in real life, like what the fuck?
Alright, let's get bold. You decide to get your tarot cards read while you're in the haunted manor. The wicked old lady who offers you the service said it'd be fun. The first card she flips over shows a photorealistic drawing of you flying on a hang glider directly into power lines. Is that good? You ask the psychic. She wordlessly puts her cards away and vanishes into the darkness. It's probably fine. Gain +2 boldness and a fun new phobia. You're enjoying a generic off-screen activity when suddenly...
David, you are literally exactly the monster I was hoping to see! I think I finally figured out how to lure out the wildfire. After all, third time's the charm. Plus, I don't think I've ever seen anyone's schemes or problems or situations last more than 3 interactions.
Think back on your interactions at Camp Spooky and Spooky High and agree that, yes, conversations on a topic tend to happen either completely randomly or at most 3 times.
We tried to prove I'm metal, but we already know that I'm metal. We tried to prove I'm reckless and dangerous. We all know I am! The problem is that those are qualities on the inside. They aren't objectively measurable. I need to do something that is categorically, at its core, all of those things. And ideally, something that the old me, that Aravi and Dahlia think is dead, would have done all the time. You can't lure fire with fire, so that's out. Which means my second most tried and true activity is on the table. Crimes! Here we go. Crime time! Crime time! Crime time! Yeah! I'm psyching myself up because it's fun, not because I've begun to doubt that I really am metal and reckless and cool since the wildfire still won't appear to me.
Yeah, that was convincing.
What crime do you think I should do? Not because I don't know enough about crime or am not a crime expert and the best criminal ever, just because you've been a good hype person for me and I wanted you to feel included.
Yet again, another very convincing show of confidence from Damien. But if your spicy red crush needs a little extra push, you're happy to help him out. You suggest the perfect crime. A heist! Time to steal someone's heart. Or the most popular crime among Gen Z, piracy.
What do we got, LB? I'm lost on these ones.
Mm-hmm. It's charm and then fun.
Okay,
So,
so I want piracy.
all right, let's be pirates.
Yo ho. Fuck yeah! I've always wanted to be a pirate. Do you think I should chop off one of my legs so I can get a wooden one? No, wait. I already chopped off one of my horns. We should chop off one of your legs! No, there's no time.
You're relieved that he made that call, and the two of you immediately dive into piracy. Pirate all the shit. Movies, music, video games.
Why are you playing a cute little computer game? I thought you were trying to become a worthy of the wildfire.
Did you give up? It's okay to give up sometimes, because then I look stronger in comparison.
Two cops burst out of the bushes, panting as if they've just sprinted over. "We," says the taller cop, gasping for breath, "we got a report of a total badass doing a heinous crime. Description said tall, buff, incredibly handsome, worthy of Wildfire Demon." "Worthy of Wildfire?" the shorter cop asks. "That must be a clue of some kind. W-O-W. It's about World of Warcraft, and that demon is on the computer." "He's not playing WoW. He's playing the cult classic indie dating sim Human Prom," the taller cop says. "We need to keep looking for this buff, handsome demon committing a heinous crime."
It's me! I'm doing the crime! This game is pirated! I didn't pay any money for it! I just stole it from where it was hidden on a porn site!
"So," asks the shorter cop, "everyone pirates shit nowadays."
But pirating media means that the creators don't get paid for their hard work. It makes them less likely to be able to support themselves and or create more art for us to consume.
The taller cop snorts. "Have you ever heard of the phrase ACAB? It stands for All Cops Are Bored of Art and Don't Care About Creators."
Jesus.
Wow.
"We don't have time to argue with a non-badass, non-buff, non-handsome, one-horn demon not committing a heinous crime."
And they're off. You're never finding that wildfire, Damien. So sad for you.
And for the creators of the world. Such a bummer. Anyway, we're gonna go be awesome people who the wildfire has already appeared to. Bye.
Ugh, what do they know anyway? Let's just buy a movie with using actual money to support everyone involved and have a nice time watching it together. Hearing it out loud, I guess I really have chilled out a little. Maybe the wildfire will never appear to me after all. But I'm doing whatever the fuck I want, and isn't that what a true badass does anyway?
You don't know, but you do know you're glad that what Damien wants to do is watch a movie with you. You immediately gain +2 charm and +1 fun. Alright, y'all. Last day of summer is here.
Oh boy.
Alright.
All right,
Is it me? I have
Wings.
to choose.
Yep.
Shit, who was I romancing?
Aravi.
Aravi.
Aravi! Yes. She looks so clueless. Yes.
Well, give me Milo. I don't think it's gonna work.
We'll see.
We'll see. David.
Damien.
My boy. Oh god, it goes from worst to best. Ah!
Well, so
Oh,
David
no.
is getting a secret ending.
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
yeah. So this isn't necessarily bad.
It's fine. Let's just go.
You finally gathered the
It's
courage
not Scott, so we don't know.
Yeah,
We don't know.
and ask your beloved to watch the meteor shower with you. Bless you.
Bless you.
Summer fling between you and me, you say? You know, LB, when you're an immortal like me, you really come to enjoy life's earthly pleasures. Like good wine or a beautiful sunset or the perfect autumnal filter to put over your outfit of the day selfie. But to tell you the truth, my absolute favorite earthly pleasure is raw, passionate, romantic chemistry. And you and I have got it in spades, darling.
Yes. Yes.
I'd be delighted to be your summer flame.
Elvie is so relieved.
Look at her. She's here right now.
The last day of camp was fabulous. Milo showed you how to crush up wild blackberries to make an incredible blackberry wine. Later, you got drunk together and things got deep. You talked about life, your dreams, and the meaning of existence. Milo said, "Can you keep a secret, LB? Being a messenger of death, I think I figured out the true meaning of life." They told you what it was, but you were so drunk that you immediately forgot what they said.
Mhm.
Oh well. Alright, finally gathered courage. Ask your beloved to watch a meteor shower with you.
Wait, you want to be my summer fling? Well, like dating. Okay.
I mean, we could totally get into competitive dating.
Yeah, you versus me. Get ready for an intense session of dating, Wings. I'm totally going to kick your ass.
You hope so. The last day of camp was
Aw.
awesome. During the meteor shower,
Yep.
They're missing a letter there.
Yep.
Keeps listing adventures you two could go on during the fall. It sounded like a lot of stuff that could get you easily killed, but hey, it was implied she wanted for you to remain in contact for the time being. You told yourself that continuing to see her was going to be the most exciting adventure of them all. Alright, David.
Let's
Secret
go.
ending, secret ending.
Let's hope.
You go to check on Damien since he has been a bit blue after being owned repeatedly by Dahlia and Aravi.
Hey, David. Tell me honestly, do you think I've lost it? I haven't found the wildfire anywhere. I mean, I used to be the spicy red adult.
You're pretty sure no one ever called him that, but sure.
And now, I like it, having found myself. Being more than just fire and crimes feels good. But I also feel I've lost myself a bit. What if I'm not the person I used to be anymore?
You grab Damien's hand. You tell him it is not like that. Growing up and changing takes courage. You admire him. And growing up does not mean necessarily losing who you used to be if you don't want to.
Ah, so you meant I haven't found the wildfire because the wildfire's been inside me all along.
Well, it's actually because it doesn't exist, hence it can't be literally found. Yeah, sure, what Damien said too.
Yeah! Fuck yeah! Damien forever! The wildfire's within me! Time to unleash it!
Then he proceeds to start a wildfire indeed.
Woo!
You like the new version of Damien, but passionate, fiery Damien is a version of Damien you like too. And that night, you discover yet another new side of Damien, the fucking the brains out of David version of him.
Yes! David, get it!
Yeah, that one is definitely good too.
Woo! Woo!
Good job, y'all.
Well done!
Very good. We got a new secret ending and we got a new special
Yay!
stuff.
Well
Nice
done.
school run.
All right, before we knew it, those weeks were gone. Felt like a hot minute, and it felt like an entire lifetime. That night, as we saw summer coming to an end, we all wondered what would come next for us. Felt like the end of something big. Little did we know, life still had many wonders and misadventures in store for us. Now I'm older, and I can see it, how those years became the foundation of the mythology of our lives. Broken hearts turned tragedies, sung for centuries. Wild nights became epics treasured forever. Every kiss and every laugh is now a constellation we'll always find while gazing into the starry night, no matter how many years go by. That's it. Woo.
Yay!
We did it, everyone won.
Well done.
I can't remember if this song is copyrighted or not.
I don't know.
It should be fine. We just have to
So
keep
young.
talking over it.
I'm not afraid.
Right.
Yes.
Ready to start.
These kids,
no.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah. Oz is
I've
usually
never
my
seen this
go-to.
before.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I do want to see, because at one point there's Camp Dome, and I want to see if one of them pulls out a weapon that I think is like a badger on a stick with 5 guns. That was one of the options that
Oh!
one of y'all could have taken.
Oh.
Oh, I love them so much.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah. And yeah, so Friday, 3 days from now, gonna be getting Monster Road Trip.
Yep. And while we were streaming today, we decided that on Sunday, that's what we're going to do. We're going to play Monster Road Trip, and everyone has to dress up. Everyone has to dress up as a character.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who I can be. I could maybe try and do Scott. That's probably the closest I
do
could
Coach!
do. Coach?
Do Coach. Paint the tiger stripe.
Well,
Look at that boy.
I have nothing to do. Yeah, I have nothing to do makeup or face painting with.
Fair. You don't even have. Oh, that's right. You don't. Well, no. Why would you have eyeliner? I don't know.
Nope. I never had a goth or an emo face.
Fair.
Yep, there's the badger with 5
Yeah!
guns on a stick. But yeah, who? Okay, so Monster Road Trip is mostly Scott and Polly.
Mhm.
It has all the
Like-
4 main characters.
Yep. There's a lot of characters that have been added to it, and I'm excited.
Yeah. Who else could I dress up as?
You could do Calculaster and just wear a box on your head.
Yeah. Yeah, I could do that.
Error.
Got enough cardboard boxes still lying around.
Mm-hmm. You could do the narrator.
Yeah.
The box in her face.
Yeah,
Or be the cat and get the hat and a little cape.
I have a cape. I think I can do a hat. Yeah, I can probably do that. So, forever ago when it was Sid's birthday, she wanted us to all wear party hats for her birthday.
Yeah!
And then we had to end up canceling that stream, and so I just still have these on hand.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, yes.
I can do that. It is going to be interesting, though, because Monster Road Trip is not a dating sim. Like, it has elements of it, but that's not the
Yeah.
main focus of it like the other two have been.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it, though.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
I might actually play it Saturday, because I don't have anything to do during the day. So I might play it. I might not stream it, but
Yeah.
the Community Punch.
Okay.
What does the Community Punch do?
I don't know. Look it up and let us know. And also, just to clarify, we were saying we'll be doing this Sunday. We're talking on LB's channel.
Mm-hmm.
So in the evening at 8:30 Eastern.
It's a new drink. They don't know.
Ah,
The boy. Look at that big
Yeah.
boy.
Boy!
so
What other secret endings? have
So
we
I've gotten
got?
both.
Oh, Milo.
So yeah, again, this is on mine. So this is a
Yeah.
very fun one. The premise of this one is that Milo thinks they're going to be reaping you, and so they're trying to give you the best summer ever.
Mm.
Oh my god! That's adorable!
Yep. This one, Milo helps this cat become the world's best influencer.
Oh, that's amazing. I
Yeah.
want to do that one.
Yeah. This one is like the joy romance secret ending. I think this is the one where like you help her get over her evil exes or something.
I think we did that one on stream.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is the one where you end up dating Hex.
Mm-hmm. With the bagel,
Yep.
as you do.
And that's it for my secret endings. Let's see, what new characters did we get?
Dear person!
Wait, who was the deer person? Go back.
This
Oh,
is
I
Rachel.
love them.
I love him! A cutie!
It's just Rachel.
Yep. Then we've got Al, who is
Oh, I love them.
D&D
They're a
playing
lich.
skeleton lich. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Coach.
Coach.
Oh, I don't have bear attack, Coach. No.
Uh,
Got Dimitri, who I think is one of Joy's exes.
I think that sounds right.
Batness.
Who's this?
Batness?
Yeah.
Sweet baby.
Incredible.
We got Mr. Papas, the capitalist, Baba Yaga, La Yaya.
Oh yeah.
Counselor Flodge, Jerry the knife
Jerry,
murderer,
Jerry.
Morty.
Well,
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
you dress as Morty.
I could try.
Oh boy. Yeah, you don't need to do
Wanted
that.
Stu, Miss Weaving, Holly, Scott,
Holly, Scott.
Axrax,
Oh,
one
yeah.
of Joy's exes,
Mhm.
Salome, one of the exes,
Yeah.
Gerard, one of the exes.
One of Jax's.
Tubular Eddie is the new
Tubular Eddie.
character that I got.
Dress as Tubular Eddie. Do you have a Guitar Hero guitar?
I do actually, but it's the I forget Guitar Hero Live, so it doesn't have the colorful buttons. They tried to make it realistic-ish.
Mm.
Okay, let's find the community. Because we haven't gotten the community drink yet.
Yeah,
so,
we haven't been able to. I actually looked it up. It's not on this list, so
Mm-hmm. What's it do?
I don't know. It's not on the list. I just said.
I thought you went and found another site
I mean,
for it.
I'll bet it does something to everybody's stats.
Probably.
Surely.
Okay, special stuff. Okay, so yeah, that's Dahlia getting the sexiest year ever. You do a whole bunch of the best love interest, the turnip
Uh-huh,
boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
Too heavy to swim. You give Arabi heavy armor in the lake.
Ooh. Oh
That-
yeah, the Wanderer's Tale.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I
cool.
think that one is something with Dahlia.
Mm-hmm.
Not another PSA is the one I got.
Aww.
This is part of the influencer storyline.
Okay.
Counselor Flodge being Hex.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
This is also part of the
Oh, yeah.
influencer story. And then another thing with giving Aravi the armor.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Love it.
Yeah. So that
A fun
is.
game.
Yeah. That's been another monster camp. I know we talked up a lot about what we'll be doing Sunday night over on LB's channel, but before then, GGK's doing more stuff too. This Thursday, we'll be back with Elegant Creatures, our Monster of the Week game. Friday, they'll be back with the Dragon Age RPG game. That campaign is called Red Jenny. Excuse me. Saturday is more Ward 47, which is Parslings. And then we'll probably still be quiet on Sunday. Something we've been trying to do is get together enough of us to do 4 people in the seamless co-op mod of Elden Ring. And like, so that game's been out for a while, but there's a mod that allows you to do better multiplayer in it. And you wreck everything because it doesn't, no, it's not balanced for 4 people at once. But that's a lot of fun, so maybe we'll get that, or maybe it'll just be a quiet day until that night where we'll be doing Monster Road Trip on LB's channel. And then back around to Monday for the more D&D, 5e, Queer Chronicles of Strict Safe and Quartet. And then next Tuesday, we'll be back with another Escape Velocity. We got ourselves a ship, and we're doing stuff. We left off as we were on our way to Space Rome. We did not get to Space Rome yet.
Your 18-day travel begins now.
Yep. All right, bottle episodes. Let's go. But that is going to do it for us tonight. Anyone else got things they would like to plug or promote before we go?
Just check my Twitter for if I'm gonna stream Monster Road Trip on Saturday. Lauren and I are doing Midnight Ghost Hunt on Friday, which we both have never done before, so I'm excited for that.
That will be fun, yeah. Well, that's gonna do it for us for tonight. So, until next time, good games and good night, Internet.